The fourth and fullest degree of refuge is the refuge of the Buddha himself. A Buddha is in a state of, you might say, complete refuge, samasarana, wholehearted, right refuge, refuge that is so all-encompassing that perhaps one can barely even distinguish it. This is like the state of the Buddha in the opening scene of the larger Pureland Sutra, where Ananda comes to the Buddha and says, my goodness, you look so radiant today. Is it that you are communing with all the other Buddhas? So for the Buddha himself, it's like that. The Buddha can turn his mind at will to communing with the other Buddhas, because he's in a state of complete confidence about refuge. This is the kind of fruition of the path. In the sort of symbolism of the lotus, you have the seed, then you have the stem, then you have the flowers, and then you have the fruit. And of course, with the lotus, there is a point where all four things exist at the same time. And so this is the wonderfulness of the lotus symbolism. So the Buddha is the complete fruition of refuge. What is a Buddha? A Buddha is somebody who is in the state of refuge totally, who is in the state of complete faith. It's like in the parable of the jewel. At the beginning, the person has the jewel sewn into their clothing, and then they're unconscious of it. And then at the next stage, the person makes great effort, and they are trying to strive and improve themselves on their spiritual path. And then in the next stage, they have an awakening, sudden, glorious, oh, wonderful, I have this jewel. Somebody comes along and says, look, you see that little bump in your cloth? If you just cut there and have a look, you find actually you're a rich man already. All this struggling, and you have this riches on you all the time that you are not paying attention to. And then finally, the person is able to let this jewel go, in the sense that he sells the jewel and is able to use those riches to benefit myriad beings. And this is the state of the Buddha, who carries this joy and faith and wonderful sense of complete confidence into the world in a way that benefits infinite numbers of sentient beings out of his great spiritual richness.